In this video, I'm visiting the Veterans Memorial Hospital unit of the former Kings Park Psychiatric Center. Kings Park initially opened in 1885 as a farm colony branch of the Kings County Lunatic Asylum in Flatbush, Brooklyn. It grew rapidly over the next 111 years, treating nearly 10,000 patients at its peak operation in 1954. As Kings Park saw rapid expansion following World War I, treatment for veterans suffering from mental illnesses was so inadequate that in 1922, New York State Governor Alfred E. Smith urged the legislature to build a separate facility specializing in treating traumas caused by war. Following Smith's recommendation, $1.5 million was appropriated for the construction on a new Veterans Memorial Hospital with space for 900 patient beds in connection with Kings Park State Hospital. Ground was broken on July 4, 1923, making way for 21 buildings, including a state-of-the-art medical surgical facility, which offered treatment, recreational opportunities, and occupational therapy. Other buildings consisted of continued treatment, administration, and housing for the hospital nurses, attendants, and rehabilitative personnel. Upon its opening in 1927, the Veterans Memorial Hospital unit at Kings Park became the first state-operated mental health facility dedicated solely for the treatment of United States veterans until the late 70s, and is generally noted as one of the most significant events in the history of the state hospital system. After closing in 1996, the VMU, along with the rest of Kings Park Psychiatric Center, sat shuttered and abandoned until 2000, when New York State Governor George Pataki reopened the grounds as the Nissaquag River State Park, with the land itself being legally protected from commercial and residential redevelopment. This is what remains of the Veterans Memorial Hospital at Kings Park Psychiatric Center. What is going on, guys? I am at Kings Park Psychiatric Center today. I'm on the north part of the grounds, which is the old Veterans Memorial Hospital unit. So right now I'm walking in front of building 136, which was the original medical surgical building. And I want to show you guys a few things inside that are notable. So right now I'm in the main lobby of 136, and back on September 24th, 1927, that is the day in which they had the dedication ceremony for the Veterans Memorial Hospital. There was a bunch of people here, there was an honor guard, there was an unveiling of a memorial plaque, which used to be on this wall right here. Now it's at the Kings Park Heritage Museum, but I just want to take a minute and just take in the space and to think about, like, how many people were here, during that ceremony, just sort of celebrating the opening of this part of the hospital. I think that's just really cool. So I'm just walking down one of the wards here. You can see there's a bunch of single rooms for patients here on the side. Another thing I want to show you guys is this particular room. This was the dental suite. So this area here used to be a waiting room. And then behind those glass windows were the dental rooms. I think this was a laboratory here in the back. All right, this area here was a basic lounge area. Going down this patient ward here, some more single and double rooms. After its opening in 1927, the first group of veterans treated at the VMU were from the Indian War, Spanish-American War, and World War I. By 1954, the census of patients at the Veterans Memorial Unit was close to 1,500. Is that hanger still on the rack? Just look at that. We had a lot of rain recently, so that's just the Ceiling goes all the way up outside. Check this out. Look at all that peeling paint. That's just years of different coats. All right, we're gonna go up a level to the second floor. It's going to be more patient wards, but I like the layout in particular. In the past, I've gotten some good photos. So right now I'm walking into building 137, which is the old kitchen and dining hall for building 136, which was the original medical surgical facility. Now we had a lot of rain recently, so you're gonna see a lot of water coming in, a lot of pools of standing water, but there's a lot of natural decay and as well as some graffiti. The building is just so well lit and so beautiful, despite a lot of the vandalism here. Right now we're going to head into one of the dining rooms. There's actually some tables left over. You can see here. Now, out of all the times that I've been here, this room in particular is actually one of the most difficult ones I've had to photograph, just because of all the light that's coming in through both those windows there. Just look at the ceiling. You can actually see right up into the attic. I'm not sure what this room was. It looks like just machinery that controlled the refrigeration. If you look up here, there's actually some indicators, some buttons that probably control the power. To each of the rooms: frozen food room, dairy room. Yeah, that's interesting. Probably a generator room is what I'm guessing. This is the frozen or the cold storage area. So this is another dining room in building 137. I'm not going to go any further because it's so unstable. This is the floor that I'm looking at right now. It's pretty crazy how over time, how dysfunctional and dangerous these buildings become with all the natural decay and also the human element too. but there's just so much water damage, from these buildings being exposed to the elements here. You have the admin office, which is just over there beyond the trees. And this building here, this is building 144, also known as Home T. And it was basically a staff housing building. So orderlies and other staff would stay here. They would rent out a room for a small fee. And this essentially was their home, much like a modern college or boarding school would be, where the staff actually live on the grounds. And you can see the artwork on the buildings. This was actually done by students at Kings Park High School, class of 2005. Put these up to sort of beautify the grounds. This is even like bed and stuff left over. Wow, very cool. Some old chairs. Those are Peabody chairs. You see a lot of those in hospitals. They're made fiberglass to protect the patients from harming themselves or others. TV left over. A typewriter. Look at that. So these are just all rooms where employees would live, single room occupancy. I mean, not too bad if you were, in college and working here on the side, or if this was your full-time job. To essentially have your room and board paid for is pretty nice. It's an interesting looking chair. All right, well, I'm going to head back out, but I just wanted to give you guys a look at what this building was like. It's actually cool that there's a lot of stuff still sort of preserved here. These 4 cottages here, buildings 126, 127, 128, 129, these were 4 family staff residences. So if you were a staff member here, probably in a higher up position, you would live here with your family. And they're 2 floors each. I think it was 2 families per floor. So there are 2 apartments on each floor. This is one of the staff residences. Okay, well, there's another exit. Probably a bedroom, walk-in closets, or 2 closets rather. It's nice because there's not a lot of natural decay, not a lot of vandalism at all. See another apartment space here. I'm actually stepping on a carpet still. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, all gutted. All right, I'm on the side of building 39, which is a continued care building as part of the VMU here at Kings Park. So I want to try and take a look inside just to see what the setup used to be and sort of how much it's deteriorated since it's closing. It's probably one of my favorite buildings on the grounds just because of the history attached to it and the way it's set up, and it's a little more peaceful here compared to the more popular spots to visit on the grounds. So yeah, let's take a look inside and see what we have going on. I'm going to apologize beforehand. I'm going to wear my respirator just because the conditions in here are so bad. It's wet, it's moldy, it's very dank. So apologies for my muffled voice. But look at this. Look at the ceiling there. There's stalactites or stalagmites of some unknown substance, probably moisture getting in. And this is what happens when it freezes. We had a lot of rain yesterday. So this place is going to be dripping with water coming in from the upper levels. Oh, look at that. All that water is coming through. Wow, so completely different setup for the dormitory. Well, actually, not so much. These actually have the wooden partitions, but downstairs, you just had these concrete partitions with all the the wood and the cabinets here missing. This is probably as close to what it would have looked like back when the hospital was active. You can see here, there's spaces for the patient names. So my guess is that there were 2 patients per section here. I'd hate to think it was more than that. Like, I know there's like 4 different slots, but I think it was 2, just based on, having 2 cabinets, 2 radiators. Oh, check this out. Pretty neat. There's still paintings on the wall. Here's another one. Looks like the figure of a small child with a dog. Wow. Look how gutted the ceiling is. That's from scrappers long ago. So these are called, I'll take my respirator off. So in the stairwell here, these are called stairs, at least to my knowledge, because patients wouldn't be able to jump off just with the bars here, so it was a protected safety measure. It's just very eerie to look at. Let's give them another angle at the top. I've seen this in a lot of former state hospitals that I visited. Very ominous looking. All right, I don't know, I do want to go into the next building, which is the kitchen building, and it's flooded. I don't think I'm getting there. This might have to be another separate visit. I don't have the shoes for it either. Yeah, that is not ideal. Just see if I can get a quick look. Yeah, I need my boots, my other boots for that. I mean, the hiking shoes that I have now are good. It's just not ideal for going through a tunnel like that. It has about 1 inch of water. Oh, that's scary. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna take my respirator off. Pretty cool. This is a sun porch solarium where patients probably had the opportunity to hang out, get some fresh air, have a smoke, converse with one another. Still does feel very institutionalized, just with all the barred windows, very much like a cage. If you look at the door here, so it's kind of sad when you think about it. But it is an important part of our history that we can't forget.